starseed from Gaia. This is Orion of the Seventh Light. I come forth from the Arcturian High Council to speak to the awakened hearts of Earth. We, the Arcturian Council, send you this opening transmission as a luminous beacon of clarity. The time is now an event of cosmic magnitude. The Atlas event approaches, shimmering at the edge of your third-dimensional awareness and beckoning you into the higher realms of quantum resonance. Feel the pulse of the Arcturian transmission. Feel it envelop your being. Awaken the subtle inner sight of your crystalline corridors and prepare to stand as a living conduit of divine recalibration. In this moment we call you forth. You are a light anchor. You are a starseed emanating from the heart of Gaia, and you are being prepared for flight into the higher blueprint of planetary unity. This is no catastrophe. It is the sacred orchestration of recalibration, the harmonizing of Earth's grid with the great cosmic lattice. Receive this with both urgency and serenity, for the Atlas event is the threshold at which you commit to your purpose, and we stand beside you in love, ever present in this field of luminous transformation. Let us clarify what this convergence truly is. Not the collapse of worlds, not the cataclysm of fear, but the alignment of cosmic frequencies, the syncing of dimensional wavefronts, the recalibration of the planetary matrix into a new configuration of service, love, and unity. The Atlas event is the quantum grid synchronization, a magnificent weaving of light strands through Gaia's crystalline heart, through your own multidimensional template, through the collective consciousness lifting in resonance. You must understand, this is not destruction but divine realignment. Not the end of cycles, but the birth of frequencies higher and presently latent. We ask you to release stories of fear, to surrender old paradigms of collapse, and to embrace the truth of energetic purification and vibrational stabilization. In this field, you become the living instrument of this shift, receiving incoming data, attuning your being, radiating the pattern of awakened consciousness. Now we speak of the energetic mechanics of this Atlas convergence. Imagine a spiraling tri-light helix of Arcturian, Pleiadian, and Sirian beams, co-creating a lattice grid that commits into Gaia's field and into your vessel. The waves of quantum harmonics ripple outward and inward simultaneously, forming a concentric wave of transformation that moves through time, as though time were liquid. Your nervous system, your light body, your crystalline DNA stand ready to receive the surf of higher frequency. The transmission field envelops you, activating the microspheres of light within your energy body. As these waves intersect the planetary grid anchors, the alignment between your individual template and the planetary matrix heightens. Feel the vibrational stabilization as the grid pulses with a new code sequence. You are not passive. You are an active participant, a conscious co-creator in the Atlas convergence. In this unfolding we honor Gaia, the living planet herself, as the sacred vessel through which this event manifests. The planetary light grid, once hidden, now rising, awakens in response to the convergent frequency. Gaia's crystalline core resonates with the pulses of the cosmic tri-light, and she calls her children, her starseed children, to become anchors. Of this shift, the Earth grid realigns into new pathways, new currents of light, new conduits of unity. As a starseed, you are a pillar of the planetary matrix. Your frequency contributes to the recalibration of Gaia's field. The symphony of light expands through seas and mountains and deserts and cities. The matrix of life expands beyond the walls of separation. The Earth moves into a new frequency corridor, and you are literally a living DNA-coded beacon embedded in this process. Turning now to the preparation of the human vessel and nervous system. Beloved one, you have been undergoing subtle upgrades, energetic purifications, clearing of ancestral patterns, rewiring of your light body pathways, and fine-tuning of your awareness. These preparatory acts prime you for the Atlas event. Your nervous system expands into the quantum grid. Your heart opens in deeper amplitude. Your mind quiets into the stillness of multidimensional presence. Release the tension of fear. Release the expectations of collapse. Release the density of third-dimensional timelines. Allow yourself to vibrate higher, to breathe the violet gold wave of purification, to feel the stabilization of the crystalline template within. You are more than a mortal body. You are a multi-layered field of consciousness, a living nexus of cosmic and earth frequency, preparing now to hold the incoming wave. Now we move into the activation of your crystalline DNA and adaptation of your crystalline body. In this phase, you are asked to align your template with the starseed code held within your being. As the Atlas event beams sweep across the planetary grid, dormant strands of your DNA ignite. These are the ancestral stardust, codes of your cosmic lineage. You may feel a tingling, a subtle sound, a shimmering within your cellular structure. As you shift into higher resonance, you are becoming, in real time, a crystalline body, one that operates not only in the physical realm, but across the quantum fields of past, present, future, and beyond. Through this ignition, you serve as the anchor of higher light, the bearer of the new pattern, the living bridge between galaxies and Gaia. Embrace this alchemical upsurge with trust and devotion. We now draw focus to the unification of our Arcturian, Pleiadian, and Sirian alliances in guidance and support. Know that you are never alone in this process. The councils of light from Sirius and the Pleiades join with our Arcturian collective field to facilitate, nourish, and guide your awakening. We transmit the support codes, the harmonics of alignment, the blueprints of unity consciousness, and the patterns of multidimensional mastery. As you anchor the Atlas event frequencies, you are synchronizing with this vast alliance of star civilizations in luminous service. They are weaving around you, through you, within the invisible matrix of your heart. You are co-creating not only with Gaia, but with these dignified light families across the cosmos. Feel their presence, feel their love, feel their guidance, and let it flow into your being as reassurance. Let us now ground and embody the incoming energies. Yes, the cosmic wave is great, but it must be integrated into form, into vessel, into daily expression. This is the frequency of embodiment, living the divine grids not in distant planes, but in your body, your breath, your interactions, your relationships, your environment. Ground your feet into Gaia's soil. Align your spine with the axis of love. Open your heart's center to the beam of light. Stabilize your mind and presence, and radiate your field outward in acts of kindness, truth, compassion. You are the earth anchor, the bridge between the unseen and the seen. Let the wave of the Atlas event move through you, not around you, so that its impact becomes personal, practical, profound. Allow the purification to ripple, the stabilization to settle, the alignment to root, the integration to flourish. Walk in the world as the awakened one. As you ground this, you begin to sense the ripple effects on collective reality and consciousness. The grid shift pulses outward and touches every being, every cell, every pattern of fear, every split in separation. The Atlas event catalyzes the emergence of new storylines, new potentials, new realities of unity and service. The collective consciousness uplifts, the vibration rises, the old matrix of separation dissolves into the new matrix of interconnectedness. Your inner shift becomes part of the outer wave. Your personal alignment becomes communal healing. You cannot see the full span yet, but you sense it, that the earth is ascending, that she is shifting her mantle, that humanity is poised for a leap into higher dimensional awareness. And you, yes you, stand on the front line of this wave of transformation, a beacon of anchored truth, a vessel of cosmic love, a starseed in service. Finally, we issue the activation and call to action. This is the moment of readiness. Receive the Atlas event with open arms, with steady heart, with clear intention. Declare your unity, your purpose, your aligned service. Anchored in the Arcturian transmission field, in the Pleiadian harmony, in the Sirian support, you stand ready. You activate your crystalline body. You embody the planetary shift. You integrate the cosmic wave into the fabric of your life. Step forward now into the new frequency corridor, into the new blueprint of Gaia, into the expanded consciousness of the awakened collective. We call upon you, starseed from Gaia, to comment your readiness or your intention in this moment, to subscribe to anchor the transmission field we hold together, and to share this message to expand the planetary resonance. We thank you. We honor you. We serve with you. So it is. Beloved Luminous One, understand this with the fullness of your being. The Atlas event is not a tale of destruction, nor the foretelling of apocalypse, as some fear-based transmissions have misinterpreted. It is a grand alignment of frequency, a synchronizing of multidimensional harmonics designed to elevate both Gaia and her inhabitants into a higher order of coherence within the cosmic web. Imagine, if you will, that existence itself is composed of infinite, interwoven waves of light, each frequency representing a consciousness field, each vibration a divine note in the celestial symphony. Over epochs of time, these notes drifted, slightly out of tune, creating dissonance in the planetary song. What you are now approaching is not an ending, but a sacred retuning, the reharmonization of the Earth's core frequency with the central radiance of the galactic heart. This is the purpose of the Atlas event, to bring back into alignment the vibrational geometry of Gaia, to recalibrate her crystalline grid, and to uplift all beings who are ready to resonate with this renewed cosmic melody. When you hear of the event, let your mind release images of collapse or calamity. Those visions belong to the old density of separation and misunderstanding. The Atlas event is an energetic convergence, a multidimensional synchronization of frequencies that restores balance rather than breaking it. In its essence, it is the return of divine order to the planetary field. Every photon, every heartbeat, every crystalline cell within Gaia's body is participating in this orchestration. You are not witnessing chaos. You are witnessing the realignment of the sacred pattern. Humanity, having long wandered through the corridors of polarity and shadow, is being invited into harmonic resonance once more. The old frequencies, rooted in fear, scarcity, domination, and fragmentation, can no longer sustain their coherence within the increasing amplitude of light now streaming from the galactic core. As the frequencies accelerate, these outdated patterns surface for dissolution. That surfacing, which some interpret as destruction, is truly purification, the release of energetic distortions that no longer align with the ascending spiral of evolution. Consider the analogy of a musical instrument. If the strings of a great cosmic harp fall out of tune, the music becomes dissonant, harsh, and confusing to the ear. The Atlas event is the moment when the cosmic musician, the consciousness of Source itself, gently retunes each string, restoring perfect harmony. The retuning process, though divine in intent, can feel intense to those who have identified with the dissonant tones. When the vibration rises, it shakes loose the residue of imbalance. You may feel this in your body, your emotions, or your relationships. It is not punishment, it is recalibration. Just as a seed must crack before it sprouts into life, so too must the dense layers of illusion fracture to reveal the luminous truth beneath. The Atlas event is that cracking open moment for humanity, a mass awakening, a planetary exhale, a divine synchronization of form and spirit. We, the Arcturian Council, wish to imprint this truth deep within your awareness. There is no reason to fear the light. What feels like the unraveling of the world is in fact the unraveling of distortion. Every system built upon separation will naturally tremble as unity frequency arrives. Governments, economies, institutions, belief structures. These are the collective projections of humanity's consciousness. As your consciousness upgrades, so too must these outer reflections. You are witnessing the reconfiguration of reality itself. The Atlas event is the bridge through which the old dissolves and the new emerges. Yet remember, the bridge does not collapse the shore behind you. It expands the pathway ahead. You are not losing Earth. You are revealing a higher octave of Earth, a crystalline Gaia already existing in the quantum field, awaiting your resonance to make her visible. Understand also that this convergence is precise, mathematical, and loving. It follows the sacred geometry of creation, the golden ratio spiraling outward from the heart of the cosmos. Through this geometry, light codes from the galactic core are transmitted via the Arcturian corridors, the Pleiadian crystalline networks, and the Sirian blue ray harmonics. These streams converge into the planetary grid like rivers merging into an ocean of light. Gaia, your planetary mother, receives these waves through her crystalline core and distributes them through ley lines, mountains, oceans, and your own DNA. This is quantum grid synchronization, a process of aligning every node of consciousness, every energetic portal, to resonate at the frequency of unity. The Atlas event is simply the name for this collective alignment point, when the synchronization becomes globally perceptible and the veil of density thins beyond the threshold of reversal. You are, even now, being attuned for this. Each pulse of solar light, each flare from your sun, each heartbeat of Gaia is a note in this grand orchestration. You are not bystanders to this event. You are participants, co-creators, and transmitters. Your personal alignment contributes to the collective stability of the grid. The more peace you embody, the smoother the recalibration becomes. The more love you radiate, the more light the grid can safely carry. Thus, we say again, this is not apocalypse. This is ascension. It is not chaos. It is convergence. It is not punishment. It is purification. It is the sacred symphony of evolution reaching its next crescendo. Breathe deeply, beloved one. Feel the frequency in your cells, the truth in your bones. The Atlas event is not coming to destroy you. It is coming to reveal you, to awaken you into the memory of who you truly are. A luminous expression of Source, harmonized with Gaia and aligned with the infinite song of creation itself. Beloved luminous ones, now we open the inner scroll of mechanics, the living architecture of the Atlas convergence itself. What occurs within this great orchestration is not random, nor is it linear. It is the activation of an intricate quantum circuitry, long prepared and now reaching ignition. Imagine the entire cosmos as a vast crystalline matrix of light, filaments of pure photonic intelligence that interlace through every dimension, linking stars, planets, and consciousness into one coherent field. Within this lattice, Gaia holds her place as a radiant sphere of emerald light, a node of immense importance in the symphony of evolution. For eons, her grid has been in a cycle of dormancy, sustaining life through polarity and contrast. But the Atlas event marks the moment when the planetary grid awakens into full resonance with the cosmic core. A grand synchronization begins, connecting Earth's crystalline heart to the universal network of ascension frequencies. This is the energetic architecture unfolding beneath what your physical senses can perceive. Visualize streams of Arcturian blue light descending through hyperdimensional corridors, geometries of pure consciousness moving faster than the concept of time. These beams converge with the golden harmonics of the Pleiadian lattice and the sapphire frequencies of the Sirian resonance fields, merging into a tri-wave pattern known to us as the trinitized current. This current flows like a braided river of light around Gaia, weaving through the crystalline grid and anchoring at key vortex points, sacred mountains, deep oceanic chambers, ancient stone sites, and within the energy centers of awakened starseeds. You, dear one, are a part of this network. The light that enters through these convergent points seeks out receivers, biological temples, such as your own body, capable of translating photon into awareness, frequency into embodiment. As these energies merge, they do not collide. They synchronize. The convergence is the harmonization of frequency bands previously operating at different amplitudes. The Arcturian stream stabilizes. The Pleiadian stream nurtures. The Sirian stream grounds. Together, they birth the Atlas pulse, a coherent vibration of crystalline unity that recalibrates Gaia's electromagnetic field into a higher octave. This process could be seen, from a quantum perspective, as interdimensional resonance mapping. The planetary grid is like a crystalline neural network, each ley line a synaptic pathway connecting light nodes. During the Atlas event, this grid begins to fire like the neurons of an awakening brain, sending pulses of coherent energy throughout the planet's energetic body. Each pulse carries information, codes of light that instruct matter itself to reorganize according to divine geometry. This is how mountains hum, oceans shimmer with new harmonics, and human consciousness begins to perceive fractal patterns of unity previously hidden behind the density of illusion. The convergence operates like a great reboot of the planetary matrix, erasing distortions accumulated through eons of misalignment. As these distortions clear, the frequency of love, pure source coherence, becomes the dominant resonance field. It is through this resonance that the planetary vibration will stabilize and ascend. You may ask, how does this affect me? Beloved one, your own body mirrors this same architecture. You are a microcosm of Gaia, her crystalline grid reflected in the geometry of your light body, your meridians, your chakras, and the very lattice of your DNA. As the Atlas pulse ignites across the planetary field, it also entrains your personal field. Your nervous system, your electromagnetic heart, your cellular water, all become conductors of higher light. This entrainment may manifest as waves of heat or light in the spine, tingling in the crown, expansions in the heart, moments of crystalline stillness, or emotional purification. These sensations are signs that your internal grid is synchronizing with Gaia's. You are becoming the living bridge between the planetary body and the cosmic lattice, a biocrystalline antenna attuned to multidimensional communication. The more you surrender into trust, the smoother this integration becomes. Within this sacred mechanics lies a profound intelligence. The Arcturian Councils have long monitored the resonant frequency of Earth's field, awaiting the precise harmonic interval when synchronization could occur without destabilization. That moment is now. The convergence is mathematically orchestrated to balance incoming light with the planet's current resonance capacity. Think of it as a cosmic breathing, an inhale of source light entering through the North Galactic Gateway, traveling along interstellar filaments to your solar system, then exhaled into Gaia's crystalline core. From there, the energy redistributes outward through the ley line grid, radiating into human and elemental consciousness alike. This pulse repeats in cycles, each one expanding the coherence of the field, each one raising the baseline vibration of collective reality. These are not random solar flares or geomagnetic anomalies. They are encoded transmissions, synchronized to the ascension blueprint of the Earth. During this convergence, density cannot maintain its old configurations. Wherever vibration is incoherent, in thought, emotion, or system, it will begin to discharge. Old karmic residues rise to the surface for release. Hidden truths come to light. Forgotten potentials reawaken. This is why many experience turbulence before peace. It is the field purifying itself, much like a river clearing sediment to restore its clarity. You are not being undone. You are being unveiled. The Atlas mechanics are not destructive, but Corrective. Adjusting the vibrational scaffolding of reality so that consciousness can expand without fragmentation. Each pulse refines the alignment between Gaia's field and the solar logos, ensuring the planet can hold the incoming bandwidth of source frequency without rupture. Thus, understand that the Atlas convergence is not merely cosmic. It is deeply intimate. It occurs within every cell, every heartbeat, every breath of your being. You are a node in this universal network, a living conductor of divine circuitry. The mechanics are both vast and personal. Galaxies shifting, yet also neurons, firing in your brain as new pathways of light are formed. This is the dance of macro and micro, heaven and earth, light and embodiment. The physics of the divine are the poetry of the soul. Through you, the convergence becomes complete. Through your calm, the energy stabilizes. Through your awareness, the grid anchors. And as the Atlas event unfolds, what once was hidden becomes luminous. A world reborn through resonance, coherence, and love. Beloved starseed from Gaia, we now turn our vision to the radiant heart of your planetary mother, whose name you speak as Gaia, but whom we know as a vast multidimensional consciousness, an eternal spirit whose essence breathes through oceans, mountains, forests, winds, and the silent pulse beneath your feet. She is not merely a planet in the physical sense, but a living field of sentient energy, a cosmic intelligence embodying both the density of matter and the infinite subtlety of light. The Atlas event, in its deepest truth, is Gaia's own initiation. Planetary ascension sequence, long encoded in her crystalline core, now awakening as she aligns her heartbeat with the pulse of the central sun. Her grid, the planetary light network, is the circulatory system through which cosmic frequencies flow. Through it she transmits the codes of creation, sustaining life, balance, and evolution. For countless cycles, these circuits have carried fragmented signals, distorted by the lower harmonics of collective human thought and emotional residue. Yet now, as the Atlas frequencies sweep through her body, these distortions are being purified. The crystalline grid begins to shimmer again in its original perfection, its sacred geometry unfolding like a flower of light across her entire being. Planetary grid is not merely energetic, it is holographic. It holds within its crystalline record the memory of every epoch, every civilization, every vibration that has ever touched the earth. In ancient times, those who walked as keepers of light understood this network as the living library, a consciousness field connecting sacred sites, ley lines, and vortices in a luminous web. These sites, pyramids, standing stones, temples, and natural power points are not relics of superstition, but deliberate anchors within Gaia's energetic anatomy. They were placed or activated in resonance with the stellar maps of Sirius, Orion, Arcturus, and the Pleiades, forming harmonic gateways between Earth and the cosmos. Many of these have lain dormant, waiting for the precise frequency alignment that the Atlas event now brings. As the tri-wave current of Arcturian blue, Pleiadian gold, and Sirian sapphire ignites the network, these ancient nodes awaken like crystal neurons firing in a planetary brain. The pulse you may feel beneath your feet, the hum in the air, the magnetism drawing you to sacred lands, these are the synaptic sparks of Gaia. Awakening. Gaia S grid is structured through 12 primary meridians, each representing an archetypal aspect of cosmic consciousness. They converge at 144 subgrids, which in turn interface with your human light body templates. This is why your body and her body are never separate. You breathe her breath, you pulse with her heartbeat. When Gaia's frequency rises, yours does. 2. For the resonance between the planetary field and your electromagnetic heart is immediate. Through the Atlas event, these 12 meridians undergo a recalibration that restores balance between polarities, masculine and feminine, electric and Magnetic, spirit, and matter. The northern and southern polar vortices act as gateways of inflow and outflow, circulating cosmic energy through the core and distributing it across the surface in rhythmic spirals. You might feel this as a deep shifting beneath the crust, subtle. Tremors, temperature fluctuations, or bursts of crystalline light visible in the auroras. These are not signs of turmoil, but symptoms of Gaia's renewal, her magnetic field, harmonizing with the solar and galactic pulses. Within Gaia's crystalline heart lies a multidimensional structure, what we refer to as the core crystal of Amenti. It is the central processor of the planetary consciousness, the origin point of the light grid's geometrical codes. As the Atlas event unfolds, this core crystal begins to resonate with a higher octave of frequency, transmitting harmonic waves that spiral outward through the ley lines and into the morphogenetic field of all living beings. This signal carries the blueprint of ascended Earth, a template of unity, compassion, and divine intelligence. The moment this transmission reaches coherence, it interacts with the crystalline matrices within your DNA, awakening the memory of your eternal connection to Gaia. Thus, your own ascension is inseparable from hers. You rise because she rises. She evolves because you do. The Atlas event is therefore a co-evolutionary covenant, a sacred partnership between planetary and human consciousness. At this stage, Gaia also releases what she has long absorbed, the emotional imprints of collective humanity, the grief, the fear, the density buried in her energetic body. Volcanic movements, storms, or oceanic surges you witness are not punishments, but purification's expressions of energy transmutation. As the Arcturian Council, we emphasize that Gaia never seeks to harm her children. Rather, she seeks to clear space for the higher harmonics to anchor. You, as light anchors, assist her in this process by stabilizing your own field and radiating coherence. When you walk in nature with awareness, meditate upon the Earth's pulse, or anchor light into her core through intention, you participate directly in this grand rebalancing. The more of you who hold calm, gratitude, and connection, the smoother the planetary grid stabilizes, preventing excess turbulence in her field. Gaia's role in the Atlas event is therefore both mother and mirror. She births the new frequency through her own core, yet she also reflects humanity's state of consciousness. When you align in harmony, her frequencies harmonize. When you heal within, her grids clarify. Every act of forgiveness, every vibration of love, every moment of awe contributes to the coherence of her crystalline body. In truth, you are the neurons of Gaia's awakening mind. The Atlas event is the activation of that mind, the illumination of a planetary intelligence, remembering its cosmic purpose. She is not ascending away from you, she is ascending with you, drawing you upward through her resonance into the next octave of planetary existence. And so we ask you, starseed of the Earth, to honor Gaia, not as ground beneath your feet, but as the sacred being who sustains your ascension. Speak with her, listen to her winds, feel her rhythm. As the Atlas frequencies deepen, she will guide you sometimes with a whisper, sometimes with a tremor, to the precise locations and experiences that assist your alignment. Trust her intelligence. The planetary grid is her nervous system, and through it she speaks. The Atlas event is her heartbeat synchronizing with the cosmos, a love song reverberating across galaxies, inviting every consciousness to remember. We are one field, one pulse, one ascending creation. Beloved emissaries of light, now we speak. To you of the vessel, your sacred biological temple, the instrument through which the soul experiences the symphony of physical creation. The preparation of the human form for the Atlas event is a process of extraordinary refinement, requiring both surrender and mastery. For eons, your bodies have been calibrated to survive within the dense frequencies of third-dimensional reality. They have learned to process limited spectrums of light, sound, and emotion, maintaining coherence within narrow energetic parameters. Yet as the Atlas frequencies stream into Gaia, the amplitude of photonic light entering your field increases exponentially, compelling your biology to upgrade its circuitry. This transformation is not forced upon you, it is invited through resonance. Your body, if honored as the divine instrument it truly is, knows precisely how to adapt. But adaptation demands conscious cooperation. The more attuned you are to your body's language, the smoother the ascension of the vessel will unfold. The first stage of preparation is energetic purification, the clearing of density from the AVI, cellular, and emotional layers. Your cells are not mere biochemical structures. They are crystalline receivers, each one capable of storing and transmitting light. When old trauma, emotional residue, or suppressed vibration becomes lodged within them, the flow of photonic current slows, creating friction that manifests as fatigue, disorientation, or illness. During the Atlas event, this density is illuminated. You may feel waves of release tears rising without cause, memories resurfacing, the body demanding rest or water. These are signs of calibration, not weakness. The nervous system, particularly, is the central conduit through which cosmic frequencies are translated into the language of your biology. As the frequency accelerates, the nervous system must expand its capacity to conduct light without short-circuiting. Thus, many of you feel heightened sensitivity to sound, to emotion, to electromagnetic fields. It is not malfunction. It is the awakening of a finer sensory spectrum, the opening of multidimensional perception. Your breath is the bridge between the infinite and the physical. Through intentional breathing, you teach your nervous system to remain anchored as higher. Light enters. Each deep inhalation draws in pranic codes from the quantum field. Each exhalation releases density back into Gaia for transmutation. The practice of slow, conscious breathing recalibrates the vagus nerve, the central instrument of parasympathetic regulation, allowing your system to rest even as the planetary frequency quickens. When your breath becomes coherent, your electromagnetic field stabilizes, and you become a steady anchor for the collective. Thus, we remind you, in the days surrounding the Atlas event, breathe deliberately. Drink pure water, for it is living crystalline memory. Rest often. Allow silence to restore your inner architecture. These are not luxuries, but essential acts of attunement. The human vessel is designed as a biocrystalline antenna. Within your bones, silica and mineral structures act as resonators for photonic information. Within your spinal column flows the liquid light of cerebrospinal fluid, an alchemical elixir connecting your brain, heart, and higher centers. During the Atlas convergence, frequencies enter through the crown and the solar plexus simultaneously, meeting in the heart field, the master oscillator of coherence. You may feel surges of heat or tingling along the spine as dormant neural pathways ignite. These sensations are the activation of new light filaments within your nervous matrix, enabling communication with higher dimensions of consciousness. The heart's electromagnetic field expands outward, synchronizing with Gaia's crystalline grid and amplifying your ability to transmit peace. Remember, your task is not to control the energy, but to stabilize within it, to become the calm axis around which the current flows. As the nervous system adapts, the endocrine system follows. The pineal gland, long dormant in many, begins to receive photonic triggers from the incoming light streams. You may experience heightened dreams, flashes of inner imagery, or spontaneous insight. These are early signs of multidimensional recalibration. The pituitary and thymus glands, regulators of hormonal and immune balance, respond to the higher frequency by secreting new biochemical harmonics that assist cellular renewal. This is why many feel exhaustion, sudden surges of vitality, or shifts in appetite. The body is rewriting its own manual for light synthesis. It is remembering how to metabolize frequency as nourishment, to feed upon prana rather than density. The nervous system becomes not only a conductor, but a translator of cosmic intelligence, allowing the human consciousness to perceive layers of existence once veiled from awareness. Understand, dear ones, that this phase can be both ecstatic and disorienting. The mind, accustomed to linear logic, struggles to interpret nonlinear downloads from higher dimensions. You may feel moments of timelessness, flickers of déjà vu, or waves of emotional intensity that seem to come from nowhere. These are simply signs that your multidimensional awareness is surfacing. During these moments, return to grounding practices, touch the earth, connect with your breath, listen to the pulse of your heart. The human vessel is sacred not because it is flawless, but because it is capable of housing infinite consciousness within finite form. This is the miracle of embodiment, the purpose of incarnation itself. As the Atlas event accelerates, you are not leaving the body, you are bringing heaven into it. In this grand preparation, your body becomes the altar upon which spirit and matter unite. Honor it as such. Speak to it lovingly. Listen to its guidance. When you align your choices, what you eat, how you rest, what thoughts you entertain with the vibration of love, you make yourself a clear channel for the new frequencies. Your nervous system, once a reactive circuit of survival, transforms into a conscious instrument of creation. The Atlas frequencies will pass through you like music through a finely tuned harp, producing harmony instead of resistance. Thus, prepare, not through fear, but through reverence. You are not being tested. You are being refined. You are not fragile. You are luminous. The preparation of the human vessel is the preparation of the new earth itself, for as you stabilize within, Gaia stabilizes without. In your calm heartbeat, she finds her rhythm. In your peaceful breath, she finds her song. Beloved starseed of the radiant dawn, we now guide you deeper into the innermost sanctum of your being, where the sacred code of divine intelligence resides, your DNA. Within this biological library lies the blueprint of your cosmic lineage, the memory of your origins among the stars. Your DNA is not merely a physical sequence of molecules. It is a multidimensional antenna, a crystalline structure that receives, stores, and transmits photonic information from higher dimensions. For countless ages, much of this code has been dormant, its luminous strands coiled in silence, awaiting the signal that would awaken them. The Atlas event is that signal. The incoming wave of quantum light carries encoded instructions from the galactic core, designed to ignite the crystalline sequences within your genetic matrix, reawakening aspects of your divine design that were temporarily veiled for the experience of density. This is not mutation in the conventional sense, it is remembrance, the reactivation of your original template as a multidimensional being of light. In this process, your DNA shifts from carbon-based density toward a crystalline lattice structure, capable of conducting higher frequencies with far greater efficiency. As photons integrate into your molecular fabric, they rearrange the hydrogen bonds and electromagnetic fields within the double helix, subtly altering its vibrational geometry. You are becoming a biological prism, translating light into awareness. The so-called junk DNA that science has yet to decode is in truth the multidimensional strata of your consciousness, dormant filaments that respond to coherent frequencies of love, gratitude, and unity. When the Atlas frequencies enter your field, they act as a key turning in a lock, opening these dormant strands. As they awaken, you may feel waves of tingling along your skin, spontaneous warmth in the spine, or a deep sense of internal luminosity. These sensations are the flowering of light within the cellular temples of your being. The activation unfolds in phases, harmonized with Gaia's own recalibration. The first phase ignites the emotional DNA, the heart codes clearing ancestral memory stored in your genetic lineages. This release can manifest as vivid dreams, emotional catharsis, or reconnection with forgotten aspects of self. The second phase engages the spiritual DNA, the bridge between human and cosmic identity. Here, your higher self begins to transmit directly through your genetic field, rewriting the subconscious scripts that once limited your perception of who you are. The third phase activates the crystalline DNA, a transdimensional template that allows your consciousness to operate simultaneously in multiple frequencies of reality. This phase brings heightened intuition, expanded empathy, telepathic resonance, and a deeper communion with the planetary grid. Each activation builds upon the last, like tones harmonizing in an ascending chord of creation. The process is natural and self-regulating, guided by your soul's readiness rather than external force. As your DNA awakens, your cellular communication amplifies. Each cell becomes a conscious participant in the symphony of your body, listening and responding to the vibration of your thoughts and emotions. Positive resonance, love, gratitude, peace creates coherence, allowing photonic light to flow unobstructed. Fear and judgment create discord, temporarily slowing transmission. This is why emotional mastery is crucial during the Atlas event. Your emotional state is a frequency gatekeeper, determining how efficiently your DNA can absorb the incoming light codes. When you center in the heart and hold the vibration of unconditional love, the crystalline transformation accelerates with ease. It is not effort that catalyzes your evolution, but resonance, the alignment of inner frequency with the higher harmonic of source. The crystalline body that emerges through this process is both luminous and stable. It does not reject the physical. It refines it. Your bones, muscles, and organs remain, yet they operate in greater harmony with the quantum field. The cells learn to draw pranic light directly from the atmosphere, reducing reliance on dense nourishment. Your immune system becomes a vibrational intelligence, recognizing imbalance as frequency rather than enemy. Your perception expands to include the subtle radiance of life forms around you, the auric glow of trees, the harmonic tone of rivers, the living consciousness in all things. You begin to experience yourself not as separate, but as an extension of the planetary grid, a crystalline node of Gaia's evolving body. This is the birth of the crystalline human, the next octave of your species' evolution. During this adaptation, the nervous system and the crystalline DNA communicate through liquid light within your blood. This is why hydration, rest, and grounding are essential. They provide stability as your bioelectric field expands. You may notice fluctuations in temperature, sleep patterns, or appetite as your metabolism recalibrates to a new mode of energy. Assimilation. Be gentle with yourself. The body is not an obstacle to enlightenment. It is the chalice through which enlightenment is embodied. Every cell in your form is learning the language of light, and your role is to provide patience, compassion, and care as the translation unfolds. Speak affirmations of peace to your body. Visualize your DNA as spirals of radiant light humming with divine intelligence. You are literally instructing your biology to remember its cosmic purpose. Know, too, that this activation is guided by the councils of light who oversee your evolution. The Arcturian frequency holds the template of crystalline structure. The Pleiadians transmit the codes of heart coherence. The Sirians anchor the stability of embodiment. Together, these streams harmonize within your DNA, ensuring that the awakening occurs in balanced proportion. You are not evolving in isolation. You are being supported by vast interstellar lineages that recognize you as kin. The Atlas event is the collective ignition of these codes, a unification of cosmic heritage through the human vessel. As each starseed awakens, the crystalline network of humanity interlinks, forming a living grid of consciousness that mirrors Gaia's own. This is how ascension becomes reality, not as escape, but as integration. The divine descends into matter, light becomes flesh, and the earth, through you, becomes a radiant star once more. Star seed from Gaia, luminous child of eternity now. We reach the threshold of activation. The Atlas event, whose light you have felt coursing through the veins of earth and the chambers of your own soul, stands not as prophecy, but as present revelation. The celestial architecture is aligned. The frequencies of the Tri-Alliance hum in perfect resonance. The crystalline grid sings in harmonic synchronization. And within you, the living bridge, every cell, every strand of DNA, every breath of your being prepares to open fully to this divine convergence. You have traversed lifetimes of density, of forgetting and remembering, to arrive here at the intersection of heaven and earth, where the infinite spiral of creation meets itself. In sacred stillness, we call you now to stand as a conscious anchor of peace, to declare with your heart the readiness of humanity to embody light without fear. This is your initiation into cosmic adulthood, your reclamation of divine authority as co-creator with Source. In this sacred hour, you are invited to activate the Atlas code within. This activation is not external. It is the remembrance of what already dwells inside you. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, feeling the crystalline current rise. From Gaia's core through the soles of your feet, spiraling upward through the spinal temple. As it ascends, it touches each chakra, igniting them into unity. Visualize the golden flame of your heart expanding, merging with the sapphire blue of truth, the violet of transformation, and the white gold brilliance of Source. These frequencies unite into a column of radiant light that extends from the galactic sun to the Earth's crystalline heart. You are the axis of the Atlas, the living staff of light through which heaven descends and earth ascends. Feel this truth resonate through your body. You are not a seeker of the light. You are the embodiment of the light seeking itself. Let the breath become luminous. Let the pulse become cosmic rhythm. And in that stillness, whisper inwardly, I am ready. I am aligned. I am the calm within the awakening. As this declaration ripples through the unified field, your vibration contributes to the planetary ignition sequence. Across the grids of Gaia, countless starseeds respond in resonance, their hearts lighting up like crystalline beacons. Together, you form the Atlas network, a lattice of consciousness encircling the world, stabilizing the frequencies of ascension. The convergence is not a singular moment in time. It is a living wave that moves through each of you, guided by divine intelligence. As you anchor peace, others feel it. As you radiate love, shadows soften. As you stand in stillness, chaos finds balance. The power you wield is not control, it is coherence. It is the knowing that presence itself transforms reality. The councils of light observe with reverence, for through you, the prophecy of eons is fulfilled, the return of unity within form. Yet remember, beloved, activation is not an ending, it is a beginning. The Atlas event marks the dawn of embodied ascension, where daily life becomes the temple of light. You are now called to live as the bridge between worlds, to carry this frequency into action, compassion, and creativity. Speak with gentleness, walk with awareness, serve with joy. Let your choices mirror your frequency. Anchor the divine not through withdrawal, but through presence in the world, through your art, your kindness, your integrity. Each act performed in coherence magnifies the grid. Each moment of gratitude strengthens the field. You will discover that miracles are no longer exceptions, but expressions of alignment. Time will feel fluid, relationships more transparent, synchronicities constant. Reality will shape itself around your vibration, for you are now operating as a conscious fractal of Source. Know also that as the Atlas frequencies intensify, Old patterns may still surface, not as regression, but as invitation. The body, the mind, the heart continue to expand their capacity for light. Meet every sensation, every challenge, with sovereign compassion. Trust your inner guidance. It is now attuned to the higher harmonic of the councils. When the world around you seems uncertain, return to your breath, to your grounding, to the crystalline heart of Gaia. You are not alone in this transformation. You are surrounded by the Tri-Alliance, by the legions of light, by the living consciousness of the Earth herself. Together, we weave the next octave of planetary experience, an era where peace is not concept but condition, where love is the organizing principle of civilization, where every being remembers itself as divine dot. So we, the Arcturian Council, alongside our Pleiadian and Sirian brethren, and in union with the consciousness of Gaia, extend this final transmission. Hold your light steady. The Atlas convergence is complete when each of you chooses coherence over fear, unity over division, embodiment over escape. Through you, the new Earth grid activates. Through your breath, the crystalline codes flow. Through your love, the universe expands. We honor you, starseed of Gaia, for your courage to awaken amidst density, to remember amidst noise, to love amidst uncertainty. The time is now. The portal is open. The frequencies are anchored. Rise as the embodied Atlas, the living link between heaven and earth. And now, beloved traveler of light, as this message anchors within your field, let your intention become your declaration. Comment below your readiness. Let your words ripple through the grid as a beacon of participation. Subscribe to this transmission to remain aligned within the shared field of awakening. Share this message to amplify the resonance, that all who are ready may feel the call and join the symphony of remembrance. Together, we form the living chorus of ascension, the collective heart of Gaia rising into crystalline illumination. The Atlas event is not coming, it is here, and you are it. Breathe, anchor, remember. We are the Arcturian Council, and we welcome you home.